Coach Trong here. Today I'm going to talk about hand fascial tensioning to help you with chronic pain. The fascia permeates throughout your whole body. It's not just segmented like muscle. And whenever you have a chronic problem, usually it's because of fascia. So people who have, suffer from some of the conditions, for example, in the back of the head, or headache, chronic neck pain, scapula, shoulder, elbow, and wrist. A lot of these conditions can be solved by simple fascial tensioning exercises. There are a lot of mechanoreceptors in the hand that you can use to help you feel much better. And we're remodeling the fascia. Fascia, it needs time. Just like when we are doing Tai Chi, we're doing slow movements, right? Slow movements. And this works on the fascia much more than the muscle. So one exercise you can do for your shoulder and your shoulder, your joint, scapula, elbow, is the Hyperarch wall push, okay? So this is what it looks like. First, we have to understand how to put fascial tension in your hands. A lot of people are still doing it wrong. Not gripping. Your gripping is the same thing as, it's a muscle-driven movement. Fascia tensioning, meaning you're putting active tensioning into your entire hand, okay? You're doing this. This is what I'm doing, okay? Wrist should be locked, number one, okay? The mechanism that locks up the wrist applies to your ankle as well. That is the Hyperarch mechanism. Why I call it the mechanism? Because it locks up the ankle, which mainstream do not talk about, okay? Such an important mechanism. Lock up the wrist. You see the flexor tendons. All your fingers are slightly bent around the joints, okay? Slightly bent. Thumb should be close to your hands, okay? And we're going to make contact with the wall right here, this area. Not here, right here, okay? This is what it looks like. You start off with 3 to 5 minutes of this exercise, Hyperarch push hands, okay? You push. You start off with this. Again, you don't want to doing this so fast that has no effect on your fascia. You want to slowly do this, concentrate in your hand, concentrate, relax your entire body, concentrate in your hands. Lower level people, your heels can be on the ground. A higher level people who are already doing the Hyperarch fascial tensioning exercises, your heel can be lifted off the ground by one finger, okay? Not too high, one finger is enough. So when you do this, push, tension, come back, still have tension in your hands, push, tension in your hands, and come back. Now synchronize your breathing with the movement. When you push out, you exhale. Inhale with your nose. Exhale with your hands. Inhale with your nose. Again, a lot of fascial tension here, okay? In the beginning, you probably can't do much. So just imagine the first day, you probably can only tap into maybe, I would say 30% of your true potential. Later on, as you progress throughout the week, by day 7, you should be able to put a lot of fascial tension in your hands by doing this. So after you do this exercise, you warm up yourself, right? Again, 3 to 5 minutes in a very slow and gentle, water-like manner, okay? The next exercise we're going to do is the Hyperarch wall bounce, like this, okay? Again, fascial tension, this part contact. I'm going to start with both hands. Elbow bent, but you don't want to push with the elbow. You do not want to do this. This is wrong. Do not do that. Keep it bent slightly upon the wall. Put a lot of fascial tension in there. You're going to slowly tilt over, bounce, bounce, bounce. Your fingers do touch, okay? You're gonna feel some sensation in your wrist to start with. That's okay, because your wrist is probably very weak due to, your modern day lives. Because you don't train for martial arts, this is why your wrist is very weak. But you have to apply a lot of fascial tension, okay? If you're a beginner, get closer. So the force is not too great. If you are, somewhere intermediate, you trust your strength, you can give a little bit more space. So again, contact point. Again, you should not be feeling in the wrist as your fascial tension level goes up. Okay? You're gonna do this for 1 minute. And then you're gonna increase that amount of time over course of week and weeks, a month, to up to 5 minutes. Okay? The more reflexive, the better. Boom. Boom. A lot of fascial tension. If you feel that energy and the transfer sensation up this chain to your neck, to your shoulder, to your traps, to your head and temple and skull, is a good sign. A lot of fascial tension in your feet, in your hands. And relax. Start with 30 seconds to a minute and slowly, gradually work it up. You're gonna feel, the first day afterwards, you're gonna feel, oh, I never felt this before in my shoulder. This is sore, or that's good. Keep building up, because a lot of intrinsics you don't really tap into through the weightlifting ways. Thank you.